We have made our way down south from where we were the last two nights here to round out opening week in the Cyber Thunder Racing League. What's going on, everyone? Hopefully you're having a good Thursday evening. We've got a fun one in store here tonight. Got Mike joining me in the booth for the first couple races. Mike, you've been making a habit out of this for the first two nights, and why not round out the week here tonight?
Oh, I guess I should. I'm sitting on the beach here in Miami. I might as well talk to you while I do it.
That's right. You probably got the nice chair and drinking your nice pina colada, probably.
Got a yellow umbrella.
There you go, yellow umbrella with it. Well, Mike, tonight we've got a fun one here in our Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup. This has been a staple here in the Cyber Thunder Racing League, but this season, a huge change in the format of how this series is going to continue this season, with Crank Bell now leading the way. So what do you think about this new series format with the divisionals, right? So drivers had a draft. We have 10 team captains that formed 10 teams. They held the draft. So you got Division 1 drivers, Division 2 drivers, and Division 3 drivers, all essentially racing for 3 separate championships all season long.
Chris, it's almost like a brand new series. I mean, just the concept for Crank to think that far out of the box, it changes completely everything. Yes, you're still fighting for position. You still want to finish, top 3, top 5, top 10, whatever it may be. But then you're fighting the guys in your own division. It's just so much different than anything we've ever done.
Yeah, it's going to make points for us at the end of the night a nightmare. But we'll get through it all together. But yes, you have 3 divisions, and then within those 3 divisions, you also have your team points that everyone's going to be racing with, independent on your team, right? So you think you got Cody Meadows and Cody Richardson and Kyle Nadeau, Gary Bowman, Coleridge Finney-Moore, some of these team captains, they're all going to be Division 1, so they're racing for their championship, and one of their goals is for each of the divisions is to put as many cars in between you that's not in your division. So even if we're going to have one overall winner and one overall points, right? This is where it's going to be confusing. I'm going to try to take us through this, but we promised no math on broadcast, but we're going to try it. But Mike, let's say you're a Division 1 driver and you finish 5th place, and the next Division 1 driver finishes in 10th place. At the end of the night, how the points will work is you're going to get 5th place points in your division, and that other driver will get 10th place points. So you kind of want to have it where you get kind of that buffer and try to put as many cars in between you as your other divisional drivers. But then on top of that, you're also racing against your 4 team members as for more bragging rights amongst your team.
There's almost 4 races going on every race. You have your Division 1, there's a race. Division 2, there's a race. Division 3, there's another race. And then the teams. I mean, we almost have 4 races in each race. There's almost too much to pay attention.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, it's going to be great. We're going to take you through it. We've got some color coding that's going to help us along their way, but we're going to kick this season off here tonight. Like we said, we are a little bit further down south here. Mike's on the beach watching the waves roll in. We are at Miami, Homestead Miami Speedway here tonight. 110 laps under the sun. What a way to kick this off, and you can see the rest of this regular season here. We go to Atlanta. We got the Roval coming up here in just a couple weeks, so right off the bat, we're going to be turning left and right. Richmond. That first week of April, you'll see 2 different setups here. On the broadcast, we're going to have Bristol, so we'll be at the Division 3 drivers at Bristol, where the Division 1 and 2 drivers, they're going to make their way over to Martinsville. We got Texas, Talladega, Dover, Kansas, and Darlington to round out the regular season before a 5-race playoff starts May 18th with Rockingham, Charlotte. How about this, Mike? Worldwide Technology Raceway making its return to Cyber Thunder. And then Michigan, and ending the final season under the lights at Las Vegas, June 22nd. We're going to be crowning 3 champions.
We're going to crown 4. We're going to crown a team champion, too.
That is right. We are going to crown the team champion. But tonight, they got to get through here tonight. 110 laps. Still the normal rules, at least at this part, where it's, 60% fuel, no fast repair. I don't think they're getting the benefit of the extra tires like they got all last season. 5 total sets here tonight, so that's 4 over the wall. Mike, I feel they're going to be using those up here tonight. Cautions come out. I think we're going to see drivers come down and try to use every bit of those tires that they can.
Chris, I'm going to have to agree. I ran some practice here, and it's really loose off the corner. And if you get in too hard, you'll eat that right front. If you pull that graphic back up, look how warm that track is. It's 81 degrees out, so it's going to be slick and slidey, and you're just going to eat those tires off. So, yep, you got to save some tires if you want to make it to the end here.
That you do. We got a driver that just pulled in, so I'm just getting their team lined up for them really quickly. Our final driver. It is a packed house here tonight. This might reset here in just a second. But I'm going to pull the timing tower up as this quote might just reset for us here real quickly. But you can kind of see there with the drivers, you'll see some red, some white, and some blue. So if they've got a white driver square next to them where their number is, that is a Division 1. That's your team captain. So those are the 10 drivers that went in and held the draft, and they selected their teams. If they are in a red, they are a Division 2 driver, I believe. I'm trying to remember here.
And then red is Division 3.
Division 3. Okay, so blue will be the Division 2. And so each team has one Division 2 driver on it. So there's 10 drivers there. And then there are 2 Division 3 drivers per team. So they're also involved in it tonight. So it's going to be the red, the whites, and the blues. Watching them, that's going to be your separator of which division these drivers are in. So right now, John Ross is a good example where he's got some buffer in between him and Corey Sherman. So he's kind of getting a little bit of padded points, if you will, heading into that next race, if that's where the finishing results here tonight.
A little more into John Ross. I mean, this is his rookie season in the Wills Warriors Pro Cup. He's putting these guys on notice in the first practice. Look, I'm at the top of the board.
That is true. There we go. Let's go out here. We got some drivers out on the track. There is Stephen Meoke. Now, Mike, last season in the Tuesday night and then the Rising Star Series, Meoke showed a lot of pace. I'm interested to see how he was going to perform here in a next gen.
Meoke reminds me of my teammate Cody Meadows. Shows a lot of pace, but no patience. And to win a championship in this series, you're going to have both. You've got to be able to maintain, save your tires, be smart with the car, but you got to be fast too. So if Meoke can figure out both those, he's going to be tough to handle this season.
There he is. We got his in car up so we can spy on him in his racing rig. He's out getting some laps in.
He looks very serious.
That he does. How about this? Another driver that's coming in here and excited for this new season and bringing back that Christmas tree. The 94 here, Mr. Alan Ayers. He's even got the Christmas tree on him this time. He is bringing back the mojo of the Christmas tree.
He's blanky. And there's the dog, too. See it? He's going to be in trouble.
Oh, yeah. Was it you that had the dog lay on the keyboard at one point?
It could have happened.
I think it was you at one point. So,
and I still came back and won the race.
We're gonna have a lot of fun here. Here's Carter Lawson. Look at his fun paint job. Did you paint that?
No, that would be our other teammate, front row Kyle Nadeau, is Carter's official painter.
Microsoft Paint sponsored that paint job right there.
Yeah.
How about this? Even with a pretty hefty load of provisionals here tonight, Mike, 36 drivers on this opening race. That is a packed house.
I think this new format is going to, it's going to keep the participation up. We always see it every season. Life happens. Towards the end of the season, people kind of start to fall off. But with this format, everybody's got a chance to win a championship. It's not one guy against 43, so to speak. It's one guy against 10 or 20. So I think that's going to keep more people racing late into the season, which is pretty awesome to see.
I am excited for it. All right, Stars and Stripes here. We're going to step aside for those, and then we'll be right back with 5-minute 2-lap qualifying.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was
are back. Perfect timing. Warm-up laps here, Mike. Qualifying, getting ready to roll, and we are on with Cody Richardson. Looking to
Chris,
see if he can get a championship out of this season.
Yeah, he had a pretty good shot last season, but Coleridge took that away. But I'm looking at this chart. It looks like the entire field is on the track right now.
It does. It's usually, we don't see very many of that, but yeah, everybody's coming. I think it's because, track position here is so important with the runoff of these tires. I think that's why we're seeing a little bit more of them come out. But you also remember, you're in your all different divisions now.
Well, there's also a new rule this season, Chris, and I don't know if you know about it, but you are required to qualify this season.
Oh, I did not know that. You were setting me up for that, and I totally failed at it.
Yep, you are required to turn a qualifying lap, and I believe, I should probably read the rule book because I'm going to be racing here in a few weeks. I believe you have to actually post a time, so you can't go out and hit the wall. I believe there's a points penalty and end-of-line penalty if you fail to do so.
Oh, you're going to have to remind me at least 19 times. Red versus blue. Division 2 is blue?
Correct.
Look at this. Top of the board. 2 Division 3 drivers. Corey Sherman and John Ross right now. We're on with Corey Sherman for his second lap. See if he can advance here. But right now, he's sitting at the top. Oh, Kyle just knocked him off. But he was on a heater there and lost it out of the corner.
And you'll see that a lot tonight. Just a tiny bit too much throttle, especially out of 4. And that back end just wants to walk away from you.
How about Kendon here? He's one of our in-car drivers. There he is with his googly eyes. Kendon Koch. Where's he at right now? 32nd on the timing board. Doesn't look like he's getting all the way down to that white line here, Mike, and that might be a reason. It sounds like he's shutting it down at this point.
Yep, he's done. Yeah, you got to stay on that white line, and it's all about your entrance into the corner here, not overdoing it. Otherwise, you're just going to push up, and that kills the time.
How about Adam Pettit jumping all the way to the top? Now your provisional pole. See what Carter Lawson can do here. He's the only driver to not put in a time yet. He's still got 2 minutes left to do it, though.
Yeah, it's pretty neat to see all these times on the board. Usually we see half the field take a time and the other half just wait.
That we do. Yeah, usually it's not as many here. Now they got to do it. So Carter will be the final driver here. Seeing if he can knock off Adam. So far, he is about 3/10 off in the first part of the track and a full second off in the second. So we'll see if he can pick that up here. He's going to come across first lap, 30th. So he's got some work to do.
Well, if I know one thing about this guy is he always finds a way to be up there at the end of the race. So Carter can start in 30th, and as long as he stays out of trouble, we'll see Carter close to the front at the end of the race.
Mike, how about this? Top 30, separated only by half a second.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. Hey, Tuesday night and Wednesday night put on a show. Now it's time for these Pro Cup drivers. As Carter's second lap, he is going to pick up a lot of pace there. He's going to move up into 13th position, just 2/10 off that pole position.
I think it's pretty neat, Chris. If you look at the timing tower here, I mean, it's a mix of drivers. It's not all white. Well, I mean, I guess there's less blue, but you've got 3 Division 3 drivers, 2 Division 2 drivers, and the rest are Division 1 drivers. But that's pretty cool.
Yep.
To see it all mixed.
And if you're looking at there, and it threw me for a loop there, and I'm the one that set it up, so shows what I know. But you'll see a driver there highlighted in yellow. That is Jarrett Kimmerly. So Jarrett Kimmerly is a independent, so a non-divisional driver here. Not really assigned to anything, just gets to come out and have some fun runs, was not part of the draft or anything. So he could be a wrinkle in everybody's plans and win this whole thing.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, he's technically a Division 1 driver. He just doesn't have a team. If I remember correctly. We're going to have to look into that.
We'll have to look into that. If so, we'll get it fixed for the next round. But that is going to do it. Qualifying going to come to an end. We're going to pull up that starting lineup here. Where is it? There it is. Woo! Those numbers are going to be hard to read. We're going to have to fix that on the next round. But on the starting row, Adam Pettit with Cody Richardson to the outside. Row number 2 is going to see Kyle Nadeau and Corey Sherman. Row 3, Jerry Isaacs and Stephen Mioch. 4, we'll have Dave Sanders and John Ross. And then rounding out your starting top 10 will be Alan Ayers and Gary Bowman.
Yeah, and then right behind Gary there, you see his teammate Ed Jurgen, Connor Hazel. There's Carter, the guy we watched go last, in 13th. Leroy in 14th. Paul Turner in 15th. I'm kind of surprised to see Paul up there. I figured he'd take a slow lap so he could start in the back like he likes to. But Stephen Hine 16th, Evan in 17th, Chris Wheeler in 18th, Jacob Bowen in 19th, and Eric Anderson in 20th.
And then right behind them, we got Justin Horton and Matt Hall. Had a good run last night till that final lap, and then all fell apart for him. Up for a win potentially. See if he can rebound here tonight. And then we got Andy Cork and Matt Shantosh. And as we continue to work through the field here, it is a packed house. There's Cody Meadows, Jarrett Kimmerly, Caleb Ellswick, Daniel King, Chris Letts, David Rogerson, Robert McMillan Jr., Jeremy Flanagan, Dusty Martin, way back last season's champion, Coleridge Finneymoore in 34th, Kenan Koch, Steven Music are going to round out the field. That is going to be it, and that is going to do it there for the grid. They are all lined up. They are getting ready to roll behind the iRacing pace car.
Oh, Chris, I'm excited. This is going to be fun. I wish I was out there. At the same time, I don't. I'd wreck.
Get to watch them all come out here behind that old school racing pace car. How many of them attempt a first gear start here tonight, Mike?
Didn't we have that last season?
We did. That's why I'm asking. How many of them have already forgotten that?
Yeah, I don't think Cody Richardson will, because if I remember correctly, that he's the one that did it last season and turned right in front of the field. But let's not do that. Let's just second gear, get going.
Ooh, this many cars. Let's test out these graphics cards. All right, so I believe the start here tonight is going to be on Barney. Mike, do you know what the restart rule is? Is it Barney as well, or is it leader control?
I want to say it's leader, Chris. You know, we change these rule books every year in the off season, and I'm supposed to read them. I do, but I don't remember.
I'm also going to ask you, what's the fuel run?
So I did some practice with some of the guys earlier in the week and then earlier this evening. I believe it's 32.
Oh, no, we have already got a caution on the track.
Holy cow.
Night's going to end early here as we were getting rolling. Eric Anderson might have the best option, though. Oh, he's got damage. He's already jumped to the pits.
Yeah. Oh, and
Oh, man, what happened here to bring out the caution right off the bat? So 2 seasons in a row. All right, so I'm watching here to see if I can catch what happens. Oh, looks like Eric missed a shift.
First gear start?
No, I think he might have gone second back to first. Gets into Matt Hall. Shantosh is going to have heavy damage. And then you can see more cars there. Man, what happened to Eric there?
His car definitely just turned itself into the wall. So either he missed a gear, like you said, went down to first, or he tried to start in second. So we're in second. Oh, and then, yep, you called it.
Yeah, downshifted in. So instead of going up into third, he goes back into first and sends the thing around.
That's really unfortunate for Eric. I know Eric was looking forward to the season, had a lot of speed coming in. I hate to see it for him.
Now, for some of these drivers, and here's what the problem is a caution on the green flag lap is going to throw all this stuff in for a loop. iRacing's going to have some fun here. Let's see Matt Hall here, or Matt Shantosh, sorry, how much damage he has. It doesn't look too bad, though. It shouldn't really hurt his chances here tonight. But he can come in under these pace laps and try to get some of that repaired.
Yeah, the good thing about these cars is that they're pretty tough. I mean, if you just rub the wall a little bit, the car's not affected. So hopefully most of these guys can get back out there and be competitive.
Eric probably popped the motor, though, so he is probably going to be on pit road for quite a while. Trying to see some of these other drivers that look to be involved, but it might just be them hitting their brakes, getting lined up. So think for the most part, they're pretty good. There's just going to be Matt down on pit road. He's still getting that repaired. This Kyle moved up into second place on that start. But this is what I'm talking about. This is where it's all wonky right now. Adam is showing as the leader on timing and scoring, but there's a few cars in front of him that look to like potentially have to do a wave around or get back around. Sounds like Crank Bell's got to do some math.
Yeah. I would think iRacing's going to wave them around because they're in front of Adam, but you're right. When that caution comes out before you cross the start finish, it just throws everything wonky.
Yeah,
yep.
I think the interesting thing is are they going around?
They're talking about it. I can hear them in race chat.
Well, because if they're on the same lap, they're just gonna have to pull down and probably go to the end. You know what I mean? I don't think they can go around the pace car because that may put them one lap ahead if timing and scoring is saying they're on the same lap. So they might have to just pull down and just let this group kind of get an end of longest line at this point. Matt Hall is a lap down, though, officially. Jeremy Flanagan, as well, is a lap or two down coming down pit road. All right,
yeah,
maybe Mike is just getting the one out of the way.
Yeah. No,
we'll go with that.
So I'm looking at my timing though, and I'm showing that like Coleridge is the last car on the lead lap. He's a minute 20 behind. So if he drops behind the leader, he'll go a lap down. There they go. They're going to wave him around.
Okay, now they're going to go wave him around. That's right. Now they're on the same lap. I don't know. I found that interesting though because they're going to pass the start-finish line again, but we'll let iRacing figure it out.
Yeah. Or Crank.
That's true. Or Crank, yeah. So you can see Kendon. Steven Music is back here. Oh, he's got a nice, cool-looking paint.
Yeah, that's a good-looking car.
Are those teeth up there? They are teeth. Okay. All right, back up at the front. It is now going to be Adam Pettit and Kyle.
Yep, and I checked the rule book, so the restarts are on leader.
Oh, I think that plays to a factor at a track like this, though.
Definitely plays, yeah, for sure. I mean, not Daytona like we saw the first two nights. Wouldn't matter, but a track like this, you absolutely want to be able to have a good start and get your line going into turn one. That's going to help.
All right, here we go. We're going to watch Adam Pettit. And there he goes. He is off. Really good jump there.
As you can see, he jumped up in front of Kyle so he can take that preferred line.
It looked like in the background, more drivers missed their shifts or got out of the way really quickly. I saw a bunch of drivers go down to the bottom. It looked like Kyle way wide there, opens the door. Cody Richardson back to second. Alan Ayers is in the wall back here. Oh, he's trying to catch it,
Back, hold it there. No caution, Chris. Hey, there goes Eric.
No caution. Matt's up in the wall right next to him. As Alan is trying to get down to pit road, I think, and he's just not going to be able to. Oh, he's got a broken car. I mean, that car's...
Yeah.
That wheel's busted. Yeah, he needs to get onto pit road. Matt needs to get by him very quickly. This is not going to end well for Matt.
Yeah, and I noticed, running practice, what happens with these cars is solo, you have plenty of air on that front end, and you can kind of turn. But you get behind a car, you'll lose that front end pretty quick, and it just shoves you into the wall. So if these guys haven't practiced in a pack, they're going to be surprised.
We got a battle for the lead. Cody Richardson's going to get around Adam. And Alan has made it onto pit road. That'll be a lengthy pit stop there for Alan.
Haven't we seen this show before?
I was saying, if this was old school teams, all of a sudden we got Mad Sim all up in front here really quickly. Because don't count out, Mioke is a Mad Sim guy. Although not tonight. What team is he on? What is this? He's a Northern Empire, so it's actually Miok and Kyle Nadeau right there in front of him are team members.
And Corey Sherman right behind him.
That's true. Yeah. About race 14, we'll get everybody's teams figured out.
Wrong.
Or wrong, yeah, one of the two.
Yep.
I had my cheat sheet pulled up in front of me so I could see it. Oh, yeah, Cody Richardson, from a team perspective, his night is starting a little bit hard there with Eric Anderson in the pits with that early incident.
And I think Alan Ayers, and I'm doing this from memory, I don't have the cheat sheet up. I think Alan Ayers and Matt Hall are on the same team with Carter.
I'm looking right now. No, Matt Hall will be on Cody Meadows' team.
Oh, gotcha.
And Allen is on Carter's team. So, yeah, Carter's team is off to a rocky start here so far. But not this guy here. Cody already pulling away. But how about this early in the race? Largest mover so far on Cody Meadows' team. So part of the Charge Esports is Caleb Ellswick, up 11 spots already.
It's pretty neat to see these guys come in that we haven't seen run these cars. And these cars are so much different than the trucks or the Xfinity car. And these cars fit some people's driving style. And then, like me personally, they don't. I can't drive these cars.
Uh-oh.
So,
Was that a sigh of disappointment there, Mike?
it was.
So,
Cody.
team captain for Charge Esports. Let's go back. Oh, gets loose off the corner, trying to catch it. Does he hit the wall, though?
Lock it down.
Ooh, look at that.
You saw him let off the brakes there. That was on purpose. Good job, Cody. Kinda.
Yeah. So he's got some work to do. He's going to be back in 32nd position now.
And his Dodge Charger Mustang, by the way.
Yes. I think a few of them were rocking that here tonight.
I believe their whole team is. I noticed that earlier.
3 wide for second place. Jerry to the inside. Kyle trying to take advantage on the outside. Dave Sanders is right there.
Chris, is that maybe tire fall off for Adam?
13 laps. I was going to say it's pretty early with the caution laps we had, but potentially. You know who loves it, though?
Oh, I know.
He's getting to that point where we're going to stop talking about him in this race. Kind of like Verstappen in an F1 race. We're just going to ignore him. But, I mean, we're still battling back here. Kyle and Jerry still side by side. You got Miok and Dave Sanders chasing down. So right now, Crash Test Dummies are having a really good run here with Dave Sanders and Jerry Isaacs up at the front. Northern Empire Racing having a good run. Cody Richardson is basically carrying the Man Down Motorsports because he is a man down right now. Oh, Dave Sanders.
Oh, hard into the wall.
Is he hard? Yeah, he got into that wall big time there. He shot up the track. That dirty air, I think he missed the braking point and just went right up.
Easy to do here. That and then fresh tires and getting loose coming out of the corner, both are just, if you miss it by a little, you're going to miss it by a lot.
Everyone else seems to be just kind of in a train right now, just kind of single file. But you can see the dirty air there. Who was that? Robert McMillan got pushed way up high there out of the air.
You know, Chris, I went back and looked at that with Dave. I think Dave had to check up because of the 21, and that's what shot him to the wall. But so maybe Miok,
So Miok causing problems, what you're telling me.
imagine that.
Let's peek in. What's Miok doing? He wore a collared shirt for you tonight, Mike.
He's got a little smirk on his face, though. I bet he's happy about taking out another team.
It's race one. I don't think those mindsets have settled in yet.
You know
maybe.
these guys well enough.
Maybe.
Looks like they're settled in here, Chris, so we could see a good long run here.
Yeah, potentially. I think we're seeing just a few more here towards the back. Starts to get a little bit harder to make these passes, though. You got to have really good runs and set yourself up.
Now there's a guy coming into frame there. Coleridge, he likes to start in the back of these races, and I think I don't know, but I'm sure his qualifying lap was on purpose that put him in the back.
Might have been, yeah. Just need to put a time in. Just drag the brake. Yeah, he's up 9 spots already, 10 spots now, up into 24th, and just, kind of moving his way through.
Yep, and he's one of those guys on these tracks where it seems like you can't pass. All of a sudden you'll look up and there's Coleridge passing people. So he'll find his way up there.
You can see him kind of just sticking the nose just a little bit out of that dirty air, just trying to find a little bit of a different line. Dusty's going to push up here. You can see that just miss the braking point, and he's going to just fall now. See if Coleridge gets the run out of the corner on him.
I don't have the skills to do it, but I did notice you can run that top line, and you can get a pretty good run out. I just can't get the pretty good run in to carry the corner speed. But if somebody can figure out that top line, I think it would be dangerous, because you can hold that bottom line down and they can't move their car all the way out to the wall, so they can't get their run off the corner.
So it's Jerry seen in his background. Oh, did I just hear a downshift?
That definitely sounded like one.
I think we did. I think during the practice I was doing that. Oh, catch it, Jerry. Oh yeah, that's
Yep.
You're getting some love in the chat here. Mr. Rich Matthews rooting for Matt Hall from TGR. Mike's only joining me for like 4 races though. I'm sad.
You're not that sad. I think you like to talk to yourself.
As long as I don't answer my own questions. Coleridge getting around Robert here, so he's still continuing to move up 12 spots into 22nd. Caleb was up towards the front. He's kind of falling back here a little bit.
He has, and there's Dave. Dave doesn't look like he's too bad off from getting in the wall earlier, so he's just rebounding. Like I said earlier, these cars are pretty tough. You can stick it in the wall a couple times and still hold speed. Do it too much, and it's broke. Yeah, you see Caleb pushing up.
Oh, yeah, and loose there. That's the thing, too. These cars will get tight, and then all of a sudden loose. Oh, and he's in the wall.
Connor having to avoid.
Yeah, base of action there for Connor. It's another Dodge. It must be something with the Dodges here.
They just don't have that downforce on the nose. They put that extra stuff on there.
Well, it's because they forgot the rear end.
Ah.